My name is Claudine Ullman, actress, improviser, and all-round hustler, and you're listening to the Big Time Podcast, my chance to speak to industry greats, movers, shakers, and game changers, people who are making waves and setting new standards. Who are they? What inspires them? And what do they have to do to hit the big time? You hit the big time, baby! Joining me today is my new bestie, the lead singer of BCUC, Nkosi Zithulele. Ladies and gentlemen, go crazy. Oh my gosh, I am so excited.
What's up?
I want everybody to know, first of all, welcome to Nkosi. I want everybody to know that I met Nkosi last weekend performing at a gig that we both did together. I was doing comedy, obviously, not doing the singing. And I just walked up to him and I was like, Nkosi, you don't know me. I am your biggest fan. It's taken me 17 years. Where was I? What rocks was I living underneath? Like, what was going on? So I am so excited to have you on the show because this is just a treat for me.
Yeah.
So, Nkosi, my friend, the big time is all about you. It's about your successes. No, not me. You. It's your successes, your journey, your inspirations, what inspires you. So we're going to be doing a whole lot of talking about you, not me. So I want to start by saying, how are you keeping? How are you doing? How has lockdown been for you?
Ooh, I am doing the best that I can under these circumstances, and lockdown has been just up and down. Other days are better, other days are like, oh my God, what is happening? So I'm just riding the wave, and yeah, man, like, yeah.
Well, riding the wave and surviving already sounds amazing. It's a global pandemic. That's already a lot. And I just want to say that I've been waking up to your music and having just like a coffee making rave, just a little rave at home.
Yeah.
Because I just I'm so inspired by your music. I just love it. I think it is so bloody cool. You guys have done so exceptionally well. Tell me how you got into music.
Ooh, for me as an individual, I think from my first memories, like I've been singing, because I'm coming from a family of music, like my grandfather used to stay in the hostel, so every Sunday we would go and check out the guys singing and dancing Zulu dance, in the hostel, and I would join there and sing with them, and my, how do you call it, Babumngan? Like the guy who got married to my mother's sister, like had a Statamia band, like Statamia is like, it's like Black Mambazo,
Yes.
So when they rehearse, I join, So I was around like 5-7 years old, like I was already there with my swag, wearing some white shirts, and some shiny shoes and singing with the old people, So I then went into theater. I sang there, until I ultimately decided on starting a band, It was in 2003 when I decided to start a band because as an actor, my type of acting was the acting where they write script for you, you know, and I had I had a lot of things to say. I had a lot of opinions, you know, and I felt like it is time maybe I try to speak my voice, you know,
Mm, mm.
and that's how I started.
Oi, Nkosi, it's frozen a bit. Um,
Then that's how I started.
yeah, sorry, it froze a bit, but I just want to say, like,
Yeah,
it's so incredible because it sounds like the music was in
yeah,
your blood. Like
yeah,
this
yeah,
talent you were born with, you were born to do, and as you say, it gave you a like a greater freedom of expression than the acting did.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Interesting.
And
Wow.
also for me, music was not only about sound, you know. Music
Mm,
was about how it makes me feel and how it made the people that were watching us singing feel, you know.
mm, mm,
So like I wanted to influence the way people feel about the music. And when we started, like, it was around the time when it was quite, you know, and the DJs, you know, and I felt like there was no voice that was speaking about the frustrations of being a youth at that time, you know, and
mm,
about the the hope, you know, because I think I bought into the hope. I think I bought into the rainbow nation. I think I bought into the okay, like I don't think war or conflict is gonna resolve things as love and trying to understand each other. And yeah, I think I bought into that. And with music, I tapped into that, you know. And also, it became a place where I can speak about my tradition and I can speak about what, from being black, what are the beautiful things about being black, you know?
mm,
What are the beautiful things about Ubuntu? What are the beautiful things about the awesomeness of our language, you know? So, like,
mm.
yeah, I just went in for that, you know. Yeah,
Do you know what's so powerful about that is I don't necessarily understand
yeah,
the lyrics, but I understand your journey and I
yeah,
understand through the
yeah,
music, I can identify with what is beautiful. You know,
yeah,
it comes across so strongly and it breaks down
yeah, yeah,
cultural
you
barriers.
know. And also we were, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And tell me, so you
Oh
started
my
in
God.
2003. How did you find the other band members? Because it
Yeah,
just seems like when you guys are on stage, when you're playing, every sound is right. Every
yeah,
person who's supposed to be there is right. It's just like
yeah,
this beautiful synergy.
yeah, yeah. I first met the guy who's playing the congas for us,
Mm,
like chicks, you know.
mm,
So back then he was fresh from music school, like he was playing saxophone and the clarinet, you know. So he was doing his musical exercises at the community center near to where I stay, you know. And I heard him, like he was playing, like he had soul, you know. And by then, like, oh, before I started the band, like I was a rapper in Soweto, you know, like I used to rap, you know. And I thought, wow, this guy, like the way he plays, maybe I can just go and rap on top of what he is playing, you know. And then I just met him and he looked good, you know, because I'm also a fan of clothes, you know, how people look, you know. He looked
yeah.
right, you know, like he had that look. He had that, you know, when a person looks like they are coming from a good family, he had
Mm,
that look, you know. So like I gravitated towards him, and I started singing for him, and he was impressed. And he said, "Yo, dude, I have to introduce you to some of my friends, like I think they will love what you are doing. And I said to him, dude,
Oh no, it's frozen! Nkosi, wait, go back a little bit. Sorry, it froze.
sorry, there was a phone call.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
and from there, I introduced him to my friends, and he introduced me to his friends, and then we decided that, yo, guys, let's have a jam session. We decided to go to the park nearest to us, like I'm facing it as we speak, Togoza Park, you know. And then we had a jam session there. Once we had a jam session, some lady like approached us and said, "Wow, I love your band, guys. I want to book you on Friday." And it was Tuesday. So it was our first jam session. We did not have a name, and we pretended that by then we were a band. And we took the
Wow.
booking and risked it all. It worked.
What
Yeah.
a great risk. What a great risk to have taken. And tell me, in your 17
Yeah.
years, you've done some incredible
Yeah.
things. You've performed overseas. You've performed at Glastonbury, right?
Yes, we did.
Tell me
Yeah.
about that. Tell me about that. Wow.
Your mic has gone low. What happened to your mic? You sound far away now.
Do I? I can hear you
Or
perfectly.
is it my mic?
Maybe it's your
Yeah,
speaker.
you sound a bit low. Okay, I can hear you as best as I can.
Okay, cool.
It's my speaker.
I'm gonna
Okay,
speak
probably.
loud.
Let me check. Oh, I'm new to this technology.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Okay, it's cool. Yeah. We played overseas. You said what was your question?
So actually my question, I've got so many questions. I'm asking 18 questions at once. So let me ask one question. One question is, you've done so many incredible things. You've performed overseas. Has there been a highlight performing overseas?
Yeah.
Or a highlight performance in your life?
It's so many highlights. It's too many highlights. I think our band like has cycles, has cycles, but at present the most recent highlight would be Klassenberry, obviously.
Oh,
Like it was a big deal for us. But also to play at um Roskilde 2 times, like it's almost unheard of, like 2 consecutive years. We played 2 years in succession. Like for us that was amazing, and we played Ziget 2 years in a row too. So like it has
wow.
been amazing, and to play Afropunk Brooklyn was something else too.
Wow. Wow.
And playing 3 Womets like in the same year, 4 Womets in the same year also was amazing.
Wow. I mean, has there been a moment you've done all these major festivals? I'm kind of like, what is next? But
Hello,
can you hear me?
Claudine.
Yes. Is it breaking up? Can you hear me?
No, I think maybe it's delayed.
Oh, is it? Okay, so I'm going to ask the question, and if we've got to take our time, we've got to take our
Yeah.
time. Okay, so I'm going to just ask you, has there
Okay,
been,
cool.
have one of these moments, or has there been a moment where you've gone, this is it, I've hit the big time?
No, there hasn't been a moment where we think this is it, we have hit the big time. Because for us, I doubt if we will ever have something that is called the big time,
Mm,
because we are just a band that wants to play for the rest of our lives, like, so We don't have yardsticks because most of the places where we go to, it's either we're the first South African act to play there, or we are a first South African act in a long time to play there, or we are just the weirdest South African act they've ever heard.
Yes. And tell me,
So
what's your favorite festival or your favorite overseas? Like, what was your favorite concert out of all of them?
I think Transmusical is in France in Rennes, you know. Like that's where there's like they invite maybe about 50 acts that nobody has ever heard of, you know, and they put them on the lineup, and then we were chosen as the band to watch on that festival, you know.
Wow.
And that pressure made us to play like no other time we have played, you know, like we played our hearts out, you know. I
Mm,
suspect that would be the show that changed our lives, you know,
mm,
more than we made it. Is the show that changed our lives, you know.
wow. And tell me, who
Yeah.
or what bands inspire you or inspires your music?
Um, Before we go to bands, like we are inspired by music from here at home, you know. Like we're inspired by prison music, you know. Like we're inspired by protest music, you know. We're inspired by, you know, like I don't know if with white people there is anything that is called street music, but in the townships, there's music that people play when you see now it's cold and it's gonna be night, and then people collect wood or old tires and we burn them, you know, just to get warm, you know, and then we sing around that fire, you know, like we call that music kumba fire, you know, like
Mm,
it's it's a big inspiration to us, you know. And with bands, I think we choose bands because of what they mean to us, you know. The one that stands out for now would be Fela Kuti, you
mm,
know,
mm,
because of the journey that he took. Like his journey looks like the journey that we are taking, you know. And with our music, there are similarities because his songs are kind of long and our songs are kind of long, you know. And
mhm.
he's heavy on percussions, and we are heavy on guitars,
Oh no, it's frozen. I'm sure it will come back now. Oh no. Oh no. And Nkosi, I'm losing you. Oh guys, this is third world internet for us. My internet connection's also quite unstable. Nkosi, oh no, it disconnected. It disconnected. Um, guys, I'm gonna try and get Nkosi back on the line. I'm not gonna end this live, um, because I literally am getting an opportunity to speak to Nkosi, which is so amazing for me. So there he is! Yay! Nkosi,
Yeah, I'm here.
I lost you.
I'm
I
back.
lost you. I was missing you. Okay, sorry.
Yes, I know.
Carry on. You have to carry on from
Like I got lost in the Wi-Fi.
totally. Don't even stress about it. So we were talking about your inspirations and who inspires
Okay.
you.
Yeah. My Malombo, Philip Tabani, and yeah, like Malombo. They are big on percussions too, and also we love them because they are weird too. You know, like
Mm,
they sing like yeah they sing in Pedi and they play Pedi rhythms. You know, and
mm.
they totally believe in what their music is supposed to do. You know, we love them, and yeah, I listen to them, and they inspired us. Ladysmith Black Mambas, obviously, you know, they inspire us. Brahu is a big inspiration to us. You know, recently Brafemi, you know, because we've been playing with Femi Kuti a lot in Europe, so he is what do they call this thing? He's molding us, you know, like
I
he's
get you.
teaching us a lot. You know, he's
Mm,
teaching us a lot, not only about music, but a life as a musician, you know, how
mm.
to behave, you know, like because as musicians we are so in love with rock and roll life. So he's teaching us about yeah, the traps that are waiting for us, you know. Yeah.
I mean, this is what is so incredible for me is I go
Yeah.
to a gig and I get to meet someone like you and discover music that I love.
Yeah.
I've gotten to work with Brahu before. Um,
Yeah.
Meet these inspiring, awesome humans who aren't necessarily in the
Yeah.
same field or doing the same thing, but who are
Yeah.
creating and who are putting
Yeah.
their voice and their stories out there for the world. And
Yeah.
it's so inspiring
Yeah.
to me because you like
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
why this is probably what I really love and appreciate about BCUC is
Yeah.
as I say, the first time I saw you guys, I'd
Yeah.
never heard anything coming from a white South African who listens to my white South African music. I had never heard
Yeah.
anything that was so uniquely you. I haven't heard anything like
Yeah.
it. And that is
Yeah.
so inspiring for me, and I'm sure
Yeah.
inspiring for the people watching. So, this
Yeah.
journey of being in the industry and
Yeah.
getting to meet who we meet,
Yeah.
I'm so
Yeah.
grateful for that. I'm so grateful for who I
Yeah.
get to meet and work with.
And it took us a long time to also accept us, you know,
Mm,
because also for us, yeah, for us we were struggling with why do we sound like this? Why did we decide on going on this journey? Because there are other ways you can do this, and it can be relatively easier to be famous with. You know, it can, if we can change the decision, it could be relatively easier to be all over the radio, you know, and there are those temptations of, yo, dude, you know, if we can make this South African folk a kumbaya, you know, typical South African sound, like we can rake this money,
mm,
and
mm.
I will not lie and say we haven't thought about it or haven't tried doing that. It's just that when we start doing that, we sound like we sound like, no, we don't wanna sound like this. We sound like, no, we're gonna stick with what we are doing, because also in the beginning, because we are from different tribes in this band, you know.
Yeah.
So like there are tribes that don't mix their traditional music, you know, and we decided to mix uh, traditional styles from tribes that are historically at conflict,
Wow.
you know.
Wow.
But we decide that we're gonna fuse those styles, and we're gonna be true to who we are. Because me, every time when I sing in Nguni, like it's gonna be Zulu with Xhosa and a bit of Swazi, like, and when Lucha comes, he's gonna sing in Sotho, Pedi, Tswana, like we are so in love with who we are, and who we are is so different from each other, but we're in the same band, and we make it work. We try to make it work.
It's even more
Yeah,
than try to make it work. I mean, what you're saying now, I'm even getting a bit emotional
yeah,
because you're saying
oh,
so like because you're saying we're so in love with ourselves. And
yeah,
that is why I think you've had the opportunities that you've had, and you guys are as massive as you are, because the fact that you guys are in love with yourselves, your voices, your sounds, your everything, it
yeah,
shines through, and we see that. And I think what we really appreciate is, yes, the music's good, but we
yeah,
appreciate authenticity.
yeah. And also, I think our our journey, because our journey was not like this always. Like it was most of the time obscure, most of the time frustrating, most of the time looked like blasphemy. Like it was almost blasphemous.
Mm.
Because like there are people there are people that know Zulu music that will question every decision that I take in my singing Zulu music. Like they will question every decision, they will question my tone. Why do I choose to do this tone? They will even question whether can the nigga really sing? Like they will question that, because like they're not in the world that we are in. They're not in the mind that we are in. Like we sing authentically South African music, and it's indigenous, but we are surrounded by so much rock and roll. We are surrounded by so much EDM, and we have to play alongside those acts, and not to lose yourself, but have the impact, because these kids are pushing, everybody is working hard, and everybody is sure of who they are, and we have to come with our traditional ingredients, but exist in the musical palette that everybody brings.
And this is, as I say, why I feel like your music is so boundless, and it can cross these borders, and you can go and play all over the world.
Yeah,
You're invited back, you know? And for me, as a South African, it makes me
yeah,
so proud.
yeah,
It makes me so proud. And it's just so great to see other South Africans being authentically who they are and
yeah.
put forward really great work.
Yeah. And
You
now what is beautiful is that we see a lot of bands now that have decided that, okay, if this thing is working for BCUC, like, I
know?
think, guys, like, it's not wrong for us to be weird, because I don't think there will be anything weirder than BCUC, you
Yeah.
know?
Mm.
And when they become themselves, then they discover another sound that even PCUC doesn't have,
Mm.
because that sound they can only attain it by being truthful to who they are, you know,
Totally.
and we try to encourage them, and we try to tell them that, dude, like there's only one like, and just do it, man, do it. Like there is no format, there is no formula, There is internet. Even if the ANR says this thing will not work, if your spirit and your soul and your everything that made you to start music in the first place, if that thing says what you are doing is right, do it until people see how right it is.
You are an inspiration. Everybody
I
should have
suspect.
this. Everybody, you drop the mic. Everybody should have that freedom and that ability to express themselves totally and say, this is my inner weirdo. This is what makes me unique. This is what makes me hilarious.
Yeah.
You beautiful lyrics, you know? And I wish that for so many people. I wish that for everyone. I wish that for everyone. That everyone has the freedom to express who they are, you know?
Yeah. And also with freedom comes a lot of responsibility. Freedom is power, you know, like if you are free, like you've got power to create, you've got power to question, you've got power to build, like you've got power. But that power also comes with responsibility, you know, because like there are invisible walls that were built before we were born. You know, and we have to be whoever we are, and on top of those walls, underneath those walls, around those walls, but we cannot forget that other people live inside those walls. You know, and we should also respect the people that live inside those walls, you know, like, but like it doesn't change who we are, you know. We acknowledge and we see those walls, you know. We just don't belong in those walls, you know, like we're from outside of the wall, you know, but we live, you know, and we respect, and you know, like, because if you are not aware of that, you might be so unique. Yeah. If
Totally.
you are not aware of those walls, our delay is terrible.
We so funny. You and I are so funny because there's like a 20-minute delay in between everything and hearing. It's so funny. You know what I want? I mean, what you are saying is just so powerful and awesome. And as I say, I wish more people could just authentically express themselves. You know, for me in comedy, I've been doing stand-up. It's different, like improv comedy I've been doing for years and years. But I've been doing for 4 years only. And only last year did I discover my voice. Only last year did I say, this is the type of comedy I want to be doing. This is how I want to make people laugh. And I was met with resistance, with people saying, oh, you know, that's not proper stand-up. And and I was like, well, fuck you. No, I was like, I've been overseas. I see what they're doing. What I'm doing is an expression of me, of my inner weirdo, of what I find funny, of the way I present laughter to the world. And I'm going to be uniquely me. And when I had that switch and when I decided to do that, I promise you, I felt limitless.
And I saw what you do. Like, it's crazy. Like, in a way, you are one of us, you know. You are one of us because also we, the people that go against the grain, we should be there for each other, you know, because like the walls and the standards that we put, as we break them, we can easily see each other that, oh, he is coming from our tribe, you know, and we should be there to support you, and we should be there to take note that, okay, she is still at stage 2, you know, and she's not aware that at stage 3 is gonna get crazy, and we tell you about what's gonna happen at stage 3 before you even go to stage 3.
Totally. And just support people.
You know,
Support
like we
people.
need to be there for each other. We need to be there for each other.
I agree.
Yeah,
I totally
yeah,
agree. Nkosi, tell me, what is next,
yeah.
either during lockdown or post lockdown? What is next for you, and what is next for BCUC?
We are busy recording the new album. It's taking forever. Why it is taking forever?
Yeah, why?
Yeah. Why it's taking why it's taking forever is because of the lockdown regulations, you know? Like
Okay.
it's seven of us. You know,
Mm.
it's seven of us, and in other spaces, like it's against the rules of that space to have seven people coming in through so yeah.
Okay.
Your but
Well,
then also we are busy like with the behind the scenes stuff, you know, like we've changed the booking agents, you know, we are changing management, you know, we're changing management,
you're upping
hello,
the game, changing. Totally. Awesome. Awesome. I mean, we are going to be.
Claudine,
I'm
Claudine,
I'm
Claudine. Can you
I'm
hear
here.
me?
I'm here. I'm here. I can't sing. Anyway, Nkosi, we're going to be listening to that second album. I can't wait. Lockdown needs to
Mm.
end so that you guys can record it already. I want to know, what is your big time? What's your big dream, big goal?
Yeah.
What's your big time? What's your big dream, your big goal? Oh no. Nkosi, can you hear me? Oh, this is the second time. Can you hear me? Thumbs up. Can you hear me? I can hear
Our
you.
dream,
Oh, good,
our
good.
dream is to live a good life because of music, you know.
Mm, mm, totally.
Yeah, and we want music to Hmm. I can hear you, but I'm worried. Can you hear me?
I can hear you so loud and clearly, baby.
Yes.
So your big goal, your big dream is basically to carry on doing what you're doing.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Well, you are killing the game. You are an inspiration. I, as you know, am now your biggest fan. You're not going to be able to get rid of me. I'm going to be at every single concert I can be at, every live performance, every online thing I can. I just adore you guys, and your music has moved me so much. So I want to say thank you for your incredible talents, for being weird as fuck, and for just
Yeah.
being my new bestie, being my new bestie. So thank you so much for being on the big time, Nkosi. I appreciate it
Mm.
so much.
Yeah.
Where can we find out
Yeah,
about?
and also we would like to thank
Did you hear that? Where
the
can we
delay. Okay.
find out about you? Where can we follow you?
Okay. We are on Facebook as BCUC, on Twitter as Bantu Continua, and on Instagram as BCUC. Like, yeah, you can find us there, and we are on every streaming platform. and yeah, everything, you know. But we would like to also thank South Africa for the patience, you know. We would like to thank South Africa for the patience, like especially the music industry, obviously the audience a lot, but also the guys who book us, the guys who book us. There was a time when everyone was booking us, knowing that it is a risk, and they don't know because we were unpredictable. Nobody knew how the audience was going to receive us, So we thank them for trusting in us at the time where we needed them the most, And
Mm.
going forward, we always told them, and everybody knows, we told them, and we will not forget them, like we will not forget them, and we will never be too expensive for the people that loved us when nobody was loving us.
Yes, my friend. Well, you are just such an inspiration. I adore you guys. Thank you so much, Nkosi, for being on the big time, for taking your time. I appreciate it so much, and I'm gonna keep in touch. You know I will. This 20-minute delay is hilarious. It's so funny. I adore you. I'm going to say goodbye. And
Pleasure, pleasure, pleasure.
thank you. And I'll speak to you soon. Bye, my darling. Bye. Bye. Guys, that was my friend Nkosi from BCUC. It was such an honor. It was such a privilege to get to speak to him, to get to interview him. What an amazing, amazing man with an amazing story and an amazing journey. And if you don't know who BCUC are, like I didn't, you're living under a rock. So please go and follow them. If you guys are enjoying the content I'm putting out, if you guys are enjoying the big time, please subscribe to my channel, hit subscribe. If you guys are wanting to donate, as you know, a lot of us have been affected owing to the pandemic and lockdown and not being able to work. Please feel free to donate. Scan this. There it is. This basket code. Donate anything. Keep the big time running. And let me know who you guys want me to interview. It means so much to me that I'm getting all these messages telling me that you're enjoying the big time and letting me know who you guys would like to interview. So keep that coming. Donate to the basket code, hit subscribe, and until Monday, I'll see you on another episode of The Big Time. Thanks, guys. Bye.